There appears to be a fresh development in the long-running legal case involving Nnamdi Kanu, and many Nigerians are paying close attention to what could happen next. According to reports circulating among supporters of the IPOB leader, concerns have been raised about delays surrounding the scheduling of an appeal hearing. The discussion has centered on the reported difficulty in getting all members of the appeal panel together to agree on a hearing date. The issue has generated fresh debate because many people believe that legal matters of national importance should move forward without unnecessary delays. Supporters of Nnamdi Kanu argue that the appeal process should be allowed to proceed as quickly as possible so that all legal questions can be addressed openly in court. From what is being reported, Justice Balkisu Aliyu is said to be pushing for progress on the matter and is reportedly considering steps that could help move the appeal process forward. While official court announcements remain the most reliable source of information, the discussion has sparked renewed interest among Nigerians who have been following the case for years. For many observers, this is not just about one individual. It is also about public confidence in the judicial process and the expectation that legal proceedings should be handled fairly, transparently, and within a reasonable time frame. As Nigerians continue to watch developments, many legal analysts say that what happens next could be significant. If a hearing date is eventually announced, attention will immediately shift to the arguments that both sides intend to present before the court. One thing that cannot be denied is that the Nnamdi Kanu case remains one of the most talked about legal and political stories in Nigeria today. Every new development attracts strong reactions from supporters, critics, legal experts, and members of the public. Before we continue, if you enjoy balanced updates like this, take a moment to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Your support helps us continue bringing important developments and detailed analysis directly to you. Now, beyond the immediate discussion about the appeal, there is another question many Nigerians are asking. Why has this case continued to attract such national attention over the years? Part of the answer lies in the wider conversation surrounding national unity, political representation, justice, and dialogue. Different groups across the country hold different opinions on these issues, and the Nnamdi Kanu case has become closely connected to many of those debates. Supporters often argue that dialogue remains the best path toward resolving difficult national disagreements. Others maintain that all matters must be addressed strictly through established legal processes. Regardless of where people stand, most agree that stability, peace, and respect for the rule of law are important for the future of the country. As the situation develops, many observers will be watching closely to see whether a new hearing date is announced and what impact that could have on the next stage of the appeal process. Another reason this story remains important is because court decisions often have consequences that extend beyond the individuals directly involved. Major legal rulings can influence public discussions, shape future legal arguments, and affect perceptions about the justice system itself. For now, Nigerians are waiting for official confirmation of the next steps. Until then, speculation is likely to continue, especially across social media platforms where discussions about the case remain highly active. And once again, if you have not subscribed, this is a great time to do so. Also, turn on notifications so you never miss any important update as this story continues to unfold. As we await further developments, many people are hoping that the legal process will continue smoothly and that all parties involved will have the opportunity to present their positions fully before the court. That is ultimately how confidence in the legal system is strengthened and how important national issues can be addressed through peaceful and lawful means. The coming weeks may provide more clarity, but for now, all eyes remain on the next official move in the appeal process. As Nigerians continue to follow this story, another issue that keeps coming up is the question of timing. Many people are asking why some major legal matters seem to move very slowly, while others appear to move much faster. It is a question that has been debated for years, and it is not limited to just one case. Legal experts often explain that court cases can be delayed for many reasons. There may be procedural issues, scheduling challenges, administrative matters, or legal applications that must be addressed before a case can proceed. While these explanations may be understandable from a legal perspective, members of the public often become frustrated when a case they are following appears to be taking too long. That frustration can be seen clearly whenever discussions about Nnamdi Kanu emerge online. Supporters frequently express the view that the appeal process should move more quickly so that there can be clarity on the next stage of the case. At the same time, some observers believe that patience is necessary because legal systems are expected to follow procedures. They argue that rushing important matters could create additional complications later on. Regardless of which side people agree with, one thing is certain. The interest surrounding this case has not faded. In fact, every new development appears to generate even more discussion than before. What makes this particularly interesting is that the conversation has expanded beyond legal circles. It is no longer only lawyers and court observers discussing the matter. Ordinary citizens, political commentators, youth groups, community leaders, and Nigerians in the diaspora are all paying attention. Many people believe that the eventual outcome of the appeal could become an important moment in Nigeria's legal and political history. That is why every report, every court appearance, and every announcement receives so much attention. One related issue that continues to generate conversation is the role of dialogue in resolving difficult national questions. Across the country, many respected voices have argued that communication and engagement remain important tools for addressing disagreements. This view is not unique to any particular political group. It is a position that has been expressed by various leaders, analysts, and public figures over the years. Supporters of dialogue often point out that conversations can reduce tensions and create opportunities for understanding. They believe that open engagement allows different perspectives to be heard and can contribute to lasting solutions. Others place greater emphasis on legal institutions and formal processes. They argue that courts must remain the primary avenue for resolving disputes and determining legal outcomes. Interestingly, these two perspectives do not necessarily have to conflict with each other. Many observers believe that strong legal institutions and meaningful dialogue can work side by side in promoting stability and progress. As this appeal process continues, these broader national conversations are likely to remain part of the public discussion. Now, another reason why this story attracts so much interest is because it touches on questions that many Nigerians care deeply about. People care about fairness. They care about justice. They care about equal treatment under the law. They care about seeing institutions function effectively. Whenever a case becomes connected to those larger concerns, public attention naturally increases. That is exactly what has happened here. For years, the Nnamdi Kanu case has become more than just a legal matter in the eyes of many supporters and observers. It has become a symbol of wider discussions taking place across the country. Whether people agree or disagree on specific issues, there is widespread recognition that the rule of law remains important. Strong institutions help create confidence. Predictable legal processes help maintain order. Transparency helps build trust. These are principles that many Nigerians continue to support regardless of their political opinions. As we wait for future developments, there are several possible scenarios that observers will be watching. The first is the announcement of a hearing date. The second is the presentation of arguments before the court. The third is the eventual decision that could emerge from the appeal process. Each stage will likely attract substantial public interest, and because of that, many Nigerians are paying close attention to every update. By the way, if you have found this discussion informative, take a moment to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Also share this video with friends and family members who follow legal and political developments in Nigeria. Your support helps us continue bringing detailed analysis and updates. Another interesting aspect of this story is how strongly Nigerians engage with public affairs. Sometimes people criticize social media for creating arguments and division. However, it has also created opportunities for citizens to stay informed and participate in important national conversations. Every day, thousands of comments appear under discussions related to major national issues. People express opinions, ask questions, share perspectives, and debate possible outcomes. This level of engagement shows that Nigerians remain deeply interested in the future of their country. Many citizens want to see a nation where justice is respected, opportunities are available, and institutions function effectively. Those aspirations are not limited to any region or group. They are hopes shared by millions of people across the country. As we look ahead, it is important to remember that legal cases eventually reach conclusions. Court proceedings may sometimes take longer than expected, but legal systems are designed to move through different stages before final decisions are reached. For supporters who are eager to see progress, patience may continue to be necessary. For critics and observers, careful attention to verified information remains important. And for the wider public, following developments through reliable sources will help ensure that discussions remain based on facts rather than speculation. The coming days and weeks may provide new answers. They may also bring new questions. That is often the nature of major legal stories. Until official announcements are made, Nigerians across the country and around the world will continue watching closely. The interest remains strong, the discussions continue, and the appeal process remains one of the most closely followed legal developments in the country today. As always, we will continue monitoring every major update and bringing you the latest information in a balanced and professional manner. Thank you for watching, thank you for your support, and thank you for being part of this growing community. Stay informed, stay engaged, and continue believing in peaceful and lawful solutions to national challenges. I will see you again in the next update.